When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC.
Hi everyone, I'm Dreyer. We're headed to India for an incredible wildlife adventure. This is Earth Odyssey. On today's episode, this cute cub is out of hibernation and looking for more than the bare necessities. Then this young desert fox finds a foolproof strategy to stay fed. And we'll meet a troop of acrobatic primates who show no fear in their cliffside homes. Plus, a solitary species that's safest and deadliest when hiding in plain sight. It's all just ahead on Earth Odyssey. India is a land of ecological extremes. It has monsoon forests, tropical oases, scorching deserts, and some of the tallest mountains in the world, all harboring wild creatures. In the Himalayas, one elusive animal makes its home far above the tree line, where food is sparse, and raising a cub takes extra care. The Himalayas cover almost 250,000 square miles of skyscraping mountains and separate the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau. At the western end of the range, 10,000 feet up, is a desolate zone where only the hardiest animals survive, including one of the Himalayas' largest and most elusive species. The Himalayan brown bear. It's early spring. A female has emerged from her den after a 5-month hibernation. Hibernation allows the bear to get through the food scarcity and extreme cold of winter, but it's not the same at all as sleeping. Safe in the den, her breathing, heart rate, and even brain activity drop to an extremely low rate, conserving energy for a few weeks before cycling back up, then down again. She hasn't eaten since autumn and has lost almost 30% of her body weight. And now she's got an extra mouth to feed. Born in his mother's den, this cub is experiencing everything outside for the first time. It's a scary new world. At this altitude, he'll grow slowly. Food is scarce, and the air is thin. He'll stay with his mother for 2.5 more years. 6 months longer than the cub of a North American grizzly. He's a true mama's boy, which will help him learn the skills a large mammal needs to survive at such high altitude. Today's lesson, finding food in a barren landscape. There are no fruits or berries on these slopes, and protein is hard to come by. Even at 320 pounds, the mother is less than half the size of her North American cousins. Long claws and a powerful build help her tear through the ground for grasses and roots to eat. But the cub is easily distracted. While he takes a break from the classroom, the mother finds a sunny resting spot. But they're not alone on the slopes. Himalayan ibex are foraging higher up. As the large goats maneuver across the steep ground, it becomes loose. In this landscape, falling debris can often grow into an avalanche of rock. Even half asleep, the bear mother hears the stones coming. No landslide this time, but her afternoon nap is ruined. Maybe higher up in the mountain, her cub can continue his lesson in foraging. Coming up, sibling rivalry starts young. It's 2 against 1 for these furry brothers and their sister. And find out how these nimble primates form powerful alliances cliffside. Plus, there's a tiny hunter floating on the breeze. Find out how she catches her prey when Earth Odyssey comes right back.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
In this desert, 500-million-year-old mountains block monsoon clouds to the east. Life here is dominated by energy-sapping hot days and dry, cold nights. Only the resilient can take the extremes. The desert fox is unique to Asia. No bigger than a house cat, her sandy coat helps her hide in the arid landscape and reflects the sun's punishing rays. This female's litter is down from 6 kits to 3. To survive, the youngest must fight for a place in the pecking order. With 2 boisterous brothers, she's the runt. Food is scarce. Even a dried carcass is a treat. Their diet usually consists more of insects and berries than meat. When her brothers have had enough, it's finally her turn for a taste. She's not the strongest of the litter, but she's a crafty underdog. While her siblings play, the desert fox seems to be planning for the future. Caching her food is a clever tactic and a buffer against the cycle of feast or famine. The morsel is well hidden from her hungry brothers. With the pantry stocked, shelter from the sun is key. The young desert fox is a fast learner, but she's not the best den builder yet. What she really needs is a good meal. After a day's hunting, her mother returns, but without food. These young foxes have only just emerged from their den and aren't experienced hunters yet. But at least this young one has her buried stash. Her brothers may end up going hungry. Call it survival self-care, but in extreme climates, being clever as a fox can make all the difference. Coming up, For these highly social cliff dwellers, bringing up baby is a group project. And this petite predator's success depends on the power of patience. All this and more when Earth Odyssey comes right back.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
There's one animal family that humans find endlessly fascinating: primates. In India, one old world monkey is known both for its complicated social life and its breathtaking acrobatic ability. Not only that, these cliff-dwelling primates have a real knack for adapting to life in the big city. Deserts demand a lot from their inhabitants, and India's largest is no exception. There are more than 90,000 square miles of desolate dunes and imposing sandstone cliffs. On its eastern edge lies Jodhpur, a city that's home to more than 1 million people. But another primate also braves this 110-degree heat. This lively youngster is part of a large desert community of Hanuman langurs. Their home is a near vertical ridgeline. Somehow, these agile primates manage to not only get comfy on the cliffs, they race along the rock face. In this region of sparse rainfall, leaves are an important water source. But adaptability to their surroundings is the troop's greatest advantage. Youngsters learn crucial life skills on the cliff edge. Play is part of getting it right. Grip strength and a long tail for counterbalance are key. The troop is in constant communication with each other through touch, sight, and vocalization. Still nursing, youngsters stay close to their mothers. But after play, it's time for everyone, big and small, to relax. Grooming is the glue for this desert society. High-status langurs are groomed most frequently. These individuals are part of a complex social hierarchy. Females in their prime are at the top, while the weak and the elderly are at the bottom. The alpha female is the matriarch of the group. Female langurs in the same troop will give birth around the same time. But this young female has had her baby later than everyone else. The troop usually shares infant care, but she is reluctant to let anyone else hold her baby. Even the alpha female isn't getting a look. Luckily, cooperation and patience go a long way towards social harmony. While the females help raise each other's young, most young males leave the troop. So this sisterhood of primates makes it through their parenting challenges on their own. These mothers, daughters, and sisters will stay in the same troop for life. Coming up, this predator must leave its hiding spot to find its next meal. More incredible wildlife stories when Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
In this biosphere reserve in southern India, a long-limbed climber is looking for her next meal. This ecosystem supports all kinds of creatures in its circle of life, including the poetically named wandering violin mantis, so called because its head and body are thought to resemble the shape of a violin. She's a marvel of camouflage. This young female needs to find a good vantage point to catch her prey, which are mainly flies. Unlike the males of the species, she can't fly, so position and perseverance are key. Unfortunately, she's not the first mantis to arrive. These fully grown adults are much bigger than the wide-eyed newcomer. These mantis can turn cannibalistic when food is in short supply. But in the dense forest, there's plenty to go around for these insectivores. She's evolved to hide in plain sight. Gently swaying, her body mimics dry leaves. She's also equipped with unusually large compound eyes, with 9,000 photoreceptors for targeting prey. And she has exceptionally strong arms adorned with serrated blades. Patience is a virtue for a mantis, but she's still honing her hunting skills. Off by a fraction in her first attempt, she adjusts her targeting. Practice makes perfect. Today, we saw how remarkable animals in some of India's least hospitable climates find food and shelter and raise their young. Thanks so much for watching and exploring the ever-changing animal world with us. I'm Dreyer. See you next time on Earth Odyssey.